Hare Krishna. We continue reading from Teachings of Kunti. These are prayers of Kunti Maharani from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8. This is text 27. My obeisances are unto you, who are the property of the materially impoverished. You have nothing to do with the actions and reactions of the material modes of nature. You are self-satisfied, and therefore you are the most gentle and are the master of the monists. So we have been reading the purports by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Oh wow. And we're going to continue to read the purport. I'm sorry about that. Going to try to find the position. Where did we read? Kinchana Vita. Did we read that? No. Yeah. Any activities that are spiritual are all good, and any activities that are material are all bad. This is the difference between spiritual and material. So we might say, oh, materially we have good activities, or this is good, this is so good. But because we are still in the material world, we are still thinking we are the body. It's, we are thinking good and bad is in terms of the body. So it's still bad. Why? Because we are not able to understand, hey, I'm not the body, I'm the spirit soul. So, and in the spiritual world, even the so-called immorality is good. So this we must understand. For example, to dance with the wives of others at the dead of night is immoral, at least according to Vedic civilization. Even today in India, a young woman will never be allowed to go to a young woman at the dead of night to dance with him. But we shall find in Srimad Bhagavatam that as soon as all the gopis, the young cowherd girls of Vrindavan, heard Krishna's flute, they immediately came to dance with him. Now, according to material conceptions, this is immoral. But from the spiritual point of view, this is in accord with the greatest morality. So now, if we think about it, a young man, a young woman is going to meet a young man in the middle of the night for dancing. So in Vedic civilization, according to Vedic civilization, this is a bad thing. But Bhagavatam is showing us that how the gopis in the middle of the night, they're going to meet Krishna in the forest as soon as he is playing the flute. So from material point of view, this looks immoral. Oh, how come gopis, young girls, going to meet a young boy playing in the forest? What's happening? That's a material point of view appears bad. But the spiritual point of view, it is the highest morality. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore said, Ramya kachit upasna vrajavadu vargena ya kalpita. Oh, there is no better mode of worship than that which is conceived by the Vrajavadus, the damsels of Vrindavan. So, materially, it looks very bad, but from spiritual point of view, this is the highest. The spiritual point of view is the highest. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that the highest spiritual expression, the highest worship of God that there is what the gopis have for Krishna, because their love for Krishna is so, so deep and so pure. After Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the renounced order of life, he very strictly avoided association with women. Even in his family life, he never played any jokes with women. He was very humorous, but only with men, not with women. Once he spoke some joking words with his wife Vishnupriya. When Sachimata, Lord Chaitanya's mother, was searching for something, he jokingly said, oh, maybe your daughter-in-law has taken it. But in his whole life, these are the only joking words we find in relation to women. He was very strict. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, He had very high standards. He was completely renounced. He would not let a woman come near him. So, and we are seeing that even with his wife, he just joked once, and that's all he said, you know. So after he accepted sannyas, the renounced order, no woman could even come near him to offer obeisances. Rather, they would offer obeisances from a distant place. Nonetheless, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Ramya Kachid Upasna Vijavadu Vargena Ya Kalpita. There is no conception of worship better than that which was conceived by the damsels of Vrindavan. What was their conception? They wanted to love Krishna at any risk. And this is never immoral. Why it's not immoral? Because they are loving Krishna. So that which is in relationship to Krishna can never be immoral. To give another example, Lord Krishna, in his incarnation as Nrsimhadev, killed Hiranyakashipu, the father of Prahlad Maharaj. So that's the reason it's so important for us to understand the position of Krishna. You know, when we try to understand the supreme, super excellent position of Krishna, then the pastimes of Krishna become relishable. Then we begin to understand, oh, then the pastimes take on then we are able to understand the pastimes of Krishna, that why isn't it immoral? Why is it the highest way of worship? That all the great sages, the sannyasis, the renounced order are praising this. Sukadev Goswami, they are all renunciates. They have nothing to do with this material world. They are liberated souls. And yet, Bhagavatam, the Sukadev Goswami, he's speaking the glories of Lord Krishna's personal pastimes in the 10th canto. He saves it till the 10th canto. And Sutta Goswami is repeating those glories. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, a strict renunciate, is saying this is the highest form of worship, is how the gopis are worshiping Krishna. And that's the perfection. So that's the reason it is very important for us to understand the super excellent position of Krishna. We should not think Krishna is like us, or that we are Krishna, or that Krishna is me and I'm Krishna. No, Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. He's the supreme personality of Godhead. So anything in relationship with him can never be immoral. To give another, okay. While Prahlad Maharaj stood without protesting. Now, how is this moral? Who would like to see his own father being killed? So here, Lord Nrsimhadev, he comes, and in front of Prahlad Maharaj, he's killing Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu is Prahlad's father. Now, if somebody was to kill our father, would we just allow it? And not only that, Prahlad, after Lord Nrsimhadev killed Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad is offering prayers to Lord Nrsimhadev. Would we do that? If it is anyone else, if any ordinary person is coming to kill our father, and will we praise him? Would we just stand there and not protest? No one would approve of such behavior and say it is moral. Nonetheless, this actually happened. Not only that, but Prahlad Maharaj even made a garland to place on the neck of the killer. My dear Lord Killer, he said, please take this garland. You have killed my father and you are very good. This must be understood spiritually. If one's father is being attacked and one cannot protest him, one must protest and cry for help. But because Prahlad Maharaj's father was killed by Krishna in the form of Lord Nrsimhadev, Prahlad Maharaj prepared a garland for the killer. After his father was killed, Prahlad said to Nrsimhadev, my dear Lord, now that my father has been killed, everyone is happy. Now, please withdraw your angry mood. A sadhu, a saintly person, never approves of killing, not even the killing of an animal. But Prahlad Maharaj said, Modeta sadhu api vishchika sarpa hatya. Even a saintly person is pleased when a scorpion or a snake is killed. So a sadhu, a saintly person, does not like killing of anyone, never approves the killing of anyone. But Prahlad Maharaj is saying that a saintly person, he is pleased when a snake is killed after Hiranyakashipu is has been killed, a snake or a scorpion. A scorpion or a snake is also a living entity. And a sadhu is never satisfied when he sees another living entity killed. But Prahlad Maharaj said, even a sadhu is pleased when a snake or a scorpion is killed. My father was just like a snake or a scorpion, and therefore, now that he has been killed, everyone is happy. So why the saintly person? They are saying no one should be killed. Everyone is souls. Everyone is Krishna's children. No one should be killed. They don't approve anyone's killing. But if a snake or a scorpion is killed, they allow that. Why? It's because the snake, even if you take care of him, you feed him, you give him shelter, he can still kill you at any time. It doesn't see, oh, this is the person who's taking care of me, he's feeding me, so I should be good to him. No, he can still kill at any time. So that's the reason. Because the envy is too much. So Hiranyakashipu was a very dangerous demon who gave trouble to devotees. And when such a demon is killed, even saintly persons are satisfied, although ordinarily they never want anyone killed. So Hiranyakashipu, big demon, he was troubling so many people. He was troubling the whole world. He's troubling the whole world. So a sadhu does not want anyone to be killed, but because he is acting in such a way, and if he is not removed from the position, he'll continue to act in such a way, and he'll continue to create more and more bad karmas for himself. And so then the saintly person are satisfied. At least, he's going to stop doing the mischief, that he's not going to get into further problems for himself. So therefore, although it may appear that Lord Krishna or Prahlad Maharaj acted immorally, they in fact, they acted in accord with the highest morality. The highest morality. Krishna is akinchana vita, the only solace for one who has lost everything material. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Lord Krishna says, if someone wants me, but at the same time wants material prosperity, he is a fool. Krishna is so kind that if one wants material prosperity, but at the same time wants to become a devotee, Krishna makes him a failure in material life. Therefore, people are very much afraid of coming to Krishna consciousness. Or they think my material prosperity will be finished. So people are afraid to become Krishna conscious. They come becoming devotees. Why? Because people think, oh, then I will not have any material opulence anymore. I will not have any money, or I won't have any beauty or a good family or fame, or I will not have, I won't have anything materially. So, so let me not become a devotee of Krishna. But this is foolishness. Because if you have Krishna, you have everything. You know how Prabhupada used to say, everything else is zeros. And if you put Krishna in front of it, then it has value. All the money, all the property, everything has value if we put Krishna with it. Otherwise, everything is zero. So Krishna says, he is akinchana vita, the only solace for one who has lost everything material. Means one who has understood, I'm not the body, I'm the soul. So I have nothing to do with the body anymore. Nothing belongs to me. Because what belongs to the body? Nothing. Nothing belongs to the body. Or rather, we can say it in that way. Everything is belonging to the body, but nothing belongs to the soul. The soul, we come inside this body, then with the body, we have these different relationships. And then at one time, we, the soul, are going to leave the body and go. So when we realize that, then Krishna is the only solace. Understanding that it is only Krishna who is my best friend, who's my eternal relationship is with Krishna only. Everything else is just connected to the body, not to me, the soul. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Any comments or anything to add? No? Then we'll stop here for today. I'm not sure how long did we read for actually. I didn't see the time.
Okay.
So thank you so much for listening in and joining it. Kunti Maharani ki jai, Shila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.